This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for December 31st, 2025. In a new interview with Metal Hammer magazine, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth has doubled down on the band's recently announced farewell chapter, making it clear he has no intention of reversing course, unlike other veteran hard rock and metal acts who have announced goodbye tours only to return a few years later. Saying, quote, "I don't think so. You see the scuttlebutt that's associated with bands like that. You know they never follow through with it and stick to their word." The band's self-titled album is due in January, which will serve as their final studio album. Dave Mustaine said, "Look, it all depends on how the statements are crafted, so we're doing no more studio albums. Does that mean there might be a live album at the end of all of this? Yes, it certainly looks that way." Megadeth is going to have a busy year for touring in 2026. Right now, the final date is opening up for Iron Maiden September 9th at the TD Garden in Boston. U2 have shared Bono and the Edge's full live acoustic performance from their Woody Guthrie Prize show. You can listen online. The annual prize is awarded by the Woody Guthrie Center and is presented to an artist who reflects the spirit of the late folk icon by proving themselves to be, quote, "a champion for the voiceless with an understanding of how a platform can be used to shine a light on our world, showing us what needs to be fixed and how to fix it." U2 were honored with the prize back in October in Kane's Ballroom in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Bono and The Edge performed the band's classics One, Sunday Bloody Sunday, Running to Stand Still, and a cover of Woody Guthrie's Jesus Christ. Taylor Swift is continuing the holiday spirit by continuing to make sizable donations to charity. Recently, cutting massive checks to Nashville's Monroe Carell Jr. Children's Hospital, which is at Vanderbilt, and Operation Breakthrough in Kansas City. Earlier this month, she made contributions to Music Cares, the CMA Foundation, and the ACM Lifting Lives. She donated $1 million to Feeding America, a nonprofit that oversees a network of food banks, food pantries, and local meal programs. She also made $1 million donation to the American Heart Association. Blackstone Cherry singer and guitarist Chris Robertson, in a recent interview, talked about the band's upcoming EP Celebrate, which will be released digitally on March 6th. Saying, quote, "I think for us, man, it's like we've gotten to a point as a society, in my opinion, where we want something new faster than we ever have. A new iPhone comes out every September. The new thing, it comes out, it's like once a year. There's new. And if you look at album cycles, an album cycle is typically a 2-year thing. You put out a record, then you go on tour for the next 18 months to 2 years. We don't live in that society anymore. Looking at it, a band can put out a record, and then the fans want more new music 6 months later. We're like, you know what? We've got these songs. They're right here, and they're ready to go. We believe in them as wholeheartedly as we do an album. They tell a story. They paint a picture. They do their thing. Let's put it out and just see what the response is." And speaking of new music, Lionheart have released their new single, Ice Cold, arriving online ahead of the band's brand new album, Valley of Death 2, which is slated for release on January 9th. Liam Gallagher is stoking rumors, teasing possible Oasis activity for next year. Earlier this month, he appeared to confirm that the band would not be touring again until 2027 at the earliest, saying, quote, "We're not doing anything in 2026, sorry." But he followed up with a post on X denying that Oasis would be playing at Nebworth next year, as well as a comment that says, "I don't have Snizzle to do until 2027. I mean, happy Christmas." However, he responded to a fan online saying Oasis 2025 will officially be over in a day. Bring on 2027. I mean 2026. I mean happy Easter. Bill Murray touring guitarist Reese Maslin has stepped down from the band following a wave of disturbing allegations shared publicly by a former romantic partner. The claims, which began circulating online earlier this month, detail alleged emotional abuse, racism, misogyny, intimidation, and deeply troubling behavior during their relationship. He released a statement saying, effective immediately, I'm stepping down from Bill Murray. I loved every second of my time with them, but it's important that I take this time to work on myself. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to like, follow, share, comment, and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 291, featuring Ty Trujillo from Auto and Suicidal Tendencies, is available now.